Everybody, welcome back for another monthly plan with me. So here is how November 2025 turned out. I'm really happy with it. This was a kit by Planner Pixie Co. I ended up filling out a lot of things later in the month. So in my monthly plan with Maze, I set up what I know so far, and it's a good way to kind of see where I have blank space in the schedule. And then as the month progresses, I add the most important events in. So a lot of things over here got added in after I filmed that video. And then I also like to post here what YouTube videos I have posted in the month. So yeah, I'll talk more about these plans when we get into the weekly memory keeping videos, but that is what that looks like. And actually, I think this video is going to go up a bit later just for some privacy reasons. So by the time you watch this, you'll have heard probably about all these weekly plans, I think. Alrighty, so that is November. We're going to stick with Planner Pixie Co. for December, and then in the new year I'm going to be switching to a different shop's monthly kits. I've used a huge variety of people's monthly kits this year, so that's been fun. I have this decorative sidebar that I'm going to use. I'm going to put aside the functional sidebar because I'm probably not going to use that. We got these decorative boxes, and I think I'm only going to be able to use the first half up here. Because December starts on a Monday and I redate my planner to start on a Monday. So actually, neither way. It doesn't matter either way. I was like, oh, I should put this over here, but really yeah, so I think I'll do this half, I'll cut this up, this half will go up here, this half will go up here, and then these 4 boxes will probably, well, they won't fit there either. I don't know, we'll figure that out as we go along. But that is the decorative and the square boxes. This is the other decorative and the labels, and then these are your full boxes and little things. Before we do that, because I tend to forget to do this part in my planner, we're gonna decorate my dashboard page first. So I've pulled in some Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Holiday bits, bobs, to decorate this page. And then we are finishing out my cat calendar that our friends got us from Japan. So this one ends with the cats like playing with the, what is that? What's the word I'm looking for? Obviously it's a camera, but I can't remember. Telephoto lens? Is that right? You think I would know this. I used to work at a newspaper with like professional photographers and things like that. I'm making this messy. But yeah, I was joking with my husband, oh, at the end of the calendar, we find out that these cats have been the ones taking the photos for the rest of the calendar. And sorry if it gets a little noisy in here. I closed the door to this room because the dishwasher's on and that's quite loud. But my cats have a no closed doors policy, and this door doesn't latch all the way for reasons that I don't know why, other than I don't know, somebody, landlord specialed this place and probably overpainted the door hinge or whatever. So okay, so she opens the door and then doesn't come in here. Typical cat. She just doesn't want the door closed. She's like, what are you doing in there? What secrets are you hiding from me? So yeah, this Molly postcard is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. What on earth? Hold on. Sorry, I heard a weird sound and the cat had like pushed one of her toys underneath the dishwasher because for some reason that's not enclosed the way it's supposed to be. I think I'm really over renting, y'all. Like, I don't have to pay for repairs, but like the repairs that get done are not always done in a way that I like. So yeah. Kind of over it. Anyway, this is really cute. I'm using this postcard because at the end of the month we are actually going somewhere beachy. That's part of the reason that I'm going to post this later in the month, if not in January, because I don't like to advertise when I'm out of town. Probably should have glued this part down too. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I've used this art from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. before. I really messed this up, huh? I've used it before when I lived in Southern California, although it was never like this, like actually going to the beach more, in my opinion. It is if you're like from Minnesota or something, but for me as a Californian, it was still cold at the beach in the winter. It was just sunny. But yeah. Anyway, that is not laid out the best, but it's cute. It's decorated. It's done. Okay, so the other thing I need to do is cut this up. So I think the most exact way to do that is with my X-Acto knife. So I'm going to do that off to the side because I don't want to do that on top of the planner. I have like a clear plastic protective cover on my desk, so I'm fine with potentially cutting into that, but otherwise I don't want to. So pardon me while I do this. Alrighty, so that's now cut in half. I'm not always confident that I like cut this the straightest, but it's the best we can do. This does look a little odd without like the bottom part. Like this is definitely like the cuter part of the pattern in my opinion, with all like the boxes and baubles and everything, but it's fine. We'll make it work. I'll have to figure out like where I want to post the bottom part of this scene, but we'll put down the base part of this first. I don't stress the monthlies as much. Like I really like a monthly view, so I try to make it look somewhat good, but I don't worry too much about getting everything just right because it's just one version of the plans, so it's fine. Not that I really stress my weekly pages as much anyway, so that's fine either way. I think this one's always hard to line up, and I think it's just because of the planner I use. Like every type of like 7x9 planner has slightly different margins, which is completely fine, but sometimes you have to actually think about what it is you're doing. That's probably the straightest and like most aligned that I've ever done that. That's funny. Okay, so before I figure out what I'm doing with these boxes, I'm going to put my days of the week on. So this is from Michaels. This is a recollection sticker book, and I'm going to use silver for this. I think that would look the best. So like I said earlier, I start the monthly view on a Monday, something I've been doing most months the last couple years, I think. And that's just because to me it makes more sense because the week starts on a Monday anyway. And then for a lot of months, like, I don't know, I just like seeing my Saturday and Sunday plans next to each other anyway. But obviously whatever you want to do is totally fine. Like me saying that I do things one way is not saying that other ways are bad. So there's that. This just makes more sense for me. Oops, I picked up 2 Thursday scripts. Please go back in the book. Thank you. So I think until the very end of the month, it's going to be kind of quiet around here. November ended up being a bit busier than I had planned, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm just trying to leave like blank space open for things while also at the same time trying to keep myself occupied, because I have found in 2025 keeping myself occupied is the best way to avoid like feeling really out of sorts. So I feel like it's easier in the second half of the year to stay busy. There's more stuff going on. The spring, the late winter, early spring is definitely harder for that. So I don't know. It's more like you have to plan your own stuff instead of relying on pre-existing events, if you know what I mean. Okay, and then I'm gonna pick my script for the month. I also am gonna pull my dates from this book because I have them in here. This is a great book because it has gold and silver foil and then also black. So you have a lot of options. I wonder if they still have this book at Michael's. I bought this a couple years ago, so they might not. But at the same time, I feel like Michael's Recollections brand, they keep a lot of stuff around for a while, especially the stickers. So I'm just pulling out my December script, and I'm not sure where I want to put it. I've done all sorts of different versions of this. I could put it here, because that's kind of plain. I want to cover up the flat lay as little as possible. I also like for my script to actually be visible and legible, so I could do it here. That could be kind of fun. But I feel like I'm going to go over here just because it does look quite plain right here right now. So let's go ahead and put it here. It kind of overlaps the Monday script just a little bit, but that is okay. That might bug me later, but that sticker is definitely not going to come up at this point. So that looks good for now. And then let's just start getting into the plans. I'm going to put a 1 on this Monday from my date squares because that day has already passed at this point. I am filming this a little late, but because I'm putting it up late, it doesn't matter that much anyway. Did I put up? Oh, I did put up a haul this day. Okay, so I have put up a few YouTube videos as of this filming, and that's something I like to mark on my monthly view. So you'll actually get to see me put those in for once. So I put up a haul that I honestly meant to put up on, what do you call it, Black Friday, but I did not have it ready in time. It's quite a long video, so it took my computer some time to upload it. So it went up on Cyber Monday instead, but that's fine. And then my lineup for December went up on Wednesday the 3rd. So I don't really pull any icons for this type of thing. I just kind of put the little thing in and let it lie. Or let it be, whatever you want to say. And then I'll put in my date squares for the next couple of days as well. Like a lot of people, I'm sure I'm not alone in this. I don't have a ton of plans on the weekdays. Oh wait, this is my brother's birthday though. So this is gonna have to go a little bit lower because I want to mark that in a slightly bigger box. I'm also gonna switch what color little thing because I'm trying to follow like kind of the order of patterns here. So I'm gonna put this in for Nathaniel's birthday, and then I'll put this in for the video instead. So yeah, if you didn't check out my haul or you didn't check out the monthly lineup, those are up for you. At this point, they'll be a little older, but that's fine, right? Okay, so that takes care of the 3rd. For the birthday, I think I'm just gonna use something from the icons in this book because I haven't used a lot of the silver icons in here since, I don't know, silver's just not my color of choice most of the time. So we're gonna use a little gift for his birthday. That takes care of the first few days of the month. We really didn't have anything going on this weekend, so we'll leave that blank for now. On the 9th, it's going to be, I didn't pull stickers for this, I'm just realizing. It's gonna be, what do you call it? 5 months till a concert we're going to. This is gonna be payday. Let's see. So I think for payday, I'm gonna do one of these, and then I'll do this dark color for the concert. Just trying to balance out like all the different colors in the kit. It's harder on a weekly view or a monthly view sometimes, sorry, because why is it harder actually, now that I'm thinking about it? I think it's because I plan ahead with these. I don't memory keep on these most of the time. So it's just a little bit more tricky to figure out what colors I want where because I'm leaving space open for stuff that's gonna come up later. So I don't know what I'm gonna use for the concert countdown just yet, but I know I have a $sign in this book for payday. So I'm gonna pull that in. And then I'll pull in a payday script as well from this book because I know I have it and might as well use it because I mostly only use this book for monthly plan with me's anyway. And they're pretty big, so I like to cut them down, especially to show off the pattern of the sticker that I just used. And then I'll come back to this concert countdown later. There's going to be a second concert countdown eventually anyway. I think this is the first time I'm talking about this. I haven't filmed the day I got tickets for this yet, but I did get tickets to Hayley Williams' tour. So yeah, I was one of the lucky people who was able to get tickets to that tour, so I'm very happy about that. Grades are due for one of the schools that I teach at this day, and then I have a medical appointment as well. Sorry, I'm all sniffly after sneezing. So I think I'm going to use this little thing for my appointment, and then I'll use the pink for grades being due. My goal is to get these grades done. Excuse me, I'm so sniffly now. Get these grades done the week before because I'm not clear. I'm never clear on like what time grades are due. I'm just going to be honest. Like they just say a day sometimes, actually most of the time. And then I'm like, does that mean the beginning of the day? Does that mean the end of the day? Does that mean 5 p.m.? Because I've worked at places where that's the case. I'm like, you gotta give me a little more info than that, please. But I will aim to have them done before this day. I'm gonna put a character over that anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about the fact that that's just a little crooked. We don't have plans this weekend, although we might go do something, I don't know. My dad's birthday is the 16th. So we're going to put in another probably gift for that. I don't think I'm going to do anything else this day, so put that in the middle. And then what's the next thing? Oh, we have a comedy show that weekend. I'm not sure how I'm going to mark that. I don't have anything that like screams comedy, but that's my dad's birthday. But I'm going to go ahead and put in a big box for that because that is kind of the big exciting thing. This month, we're going to go see Josh Johnson, who's one of my favorite comics. I'm very excited about it, especially because he's coming to Sacramento, which we don't get a lot of things a lot of the time. So it's very exciting when we get entertainment that comes like right to my backyard. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. So I'll come back to that once I figure out how I'm going to mark it. Oh, we have lots of birthdays this month. That's right. So the 24th is, of course, Christmas Eve. It's also one of our good friends' birthdays. So we need to mark that. It's important, especially because she's got the Christmas Eve birthday. And then I'll mark Christmas Eve at the bottom of the day. I think for the holidays, or Christmas Eve, I'm just going to mark, excuse me, I'm just going to mark with a little thing because, like, I think we all know that this is Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, I'll get a big box because that does take up, you know, basically the whole day. Oh, but then I want to mark Stranger Things as well. Hold on. Just kidding. So how did I do this for Thanksgiving? Okay. Okay, so for Christmas Day, let's do one of these. And then for Stranger Things, actually for Stranger Things, we'll do a little thing because it's fewer episodes this time. That's my logic. There's a lot of things going on in this little corner. But that kind of describes Christmas, doesn't it? Okay. And then nothing going on this weekend. And then we have another concert countdown. And then we leave for our vacation. So we are going to Puerto Rico for 8 days. So a week, basically. And I'm very much looking forward to being warm, which is not something I often say, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. So it's my husband and I who are going. And it's gonna be fun. So we'll leave this night, arrive there the next morning. And I'm very glad that we're doing this. We are especially busy in the second half of the year, especially in like the fall. So it's important that we carve out time for ourselves. And then this is our other friend's birthday. And then, whoops, I don't know what happened there, sorry. And then it's New Year's Eve. So we'll be in San Juan for New Year's Eve, which is funny because like we never really go out for New Year's Eve. And then we're gonna be in a city that definitely has a lot going on for New Year's Eve. So yeah, I wouldn't have necessarily chosen to travel during this holiday, but because of when I have to be back for work in January, we did need to leave around this time. Okay, so I have to find like a bunch of stickers. I don't know, I'm filming this a lot differently than I normally would. Sorry about that. Normally I put down labels and like put down the stickers as we go along. Oh, and then this is the Stranger Things finale as well. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna mark that? There's not really space left. I don't especially know if we're gonna watch it the night that it comes out because we'll have traveled that whole day. But you know what I'll do is I'll mark it. I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm doing here. So I think I'll use these 3 boxes here and then put this 1 box to cover this day. And then I guess maybe I'll write in the Stranger Things finale here. Let's see if we can make this work. I'm actually gonna cut this with scissors instead of the X-Acto knife, even though, am I the only person who really just cannot cut a straight line with scissors to save my life? Like, I swear I worked on my fine motor skills in elementary school like everybody else did in the 90s, but I still struggle to this day. Anyway, so we're gonna put this in, it just barely fits. Okay, cute. And then put this in. For some reason, this doesn't want to fit properly at the bottom of this page, but oh well. Okay, that's a little bit off, but that's okay. Okay. So far, I've used none of these, but that's fine. Let's actually find some stickers to mark the fun things happening. All right, so let's knock the birthdays out of the way. There's a lot of December birthdays. What is up with that? So we gotta mark Wendy and Kevin's birthdays. So that's an easy one because we still have some gift stickers left. So that's for Wendy. This is for Kevin. And then these are for videos. This is for a concert. I might just make my life easy and like use Christmas stickers for everything because I'm gonna mark it with more specific stickers in the weekly pages anyway. So let's see what we've got here. I feel like using these for like Hayley Williams and My Chemical Romance Countdown would be fun. Yeah, sure, why not? Like, they match the colors in the kit, and both bands are kind of, not like spooky, but like, My Chemical Romance is spooky, but you know, it's the pop punk genre. Is this the right day to mark this? Yes, it is. Okay, cute. Okay, so we've used that sheet. I know I'm not going to be able to use like every Christmas sticker throughout the month, so we might as well do it now. Grades are due here. Let's see if there's something I can use for that. I don't know. Let's use this little Rudolph bat. These are all from Sweet Ava's paper so far for grades being due. I should have put that on the other side. Okay, this sticker is definitely gonna have to come up. For this, maybe I'll use the snow globe? I don't know. Please stick down again. I mean, let's use the cute bat with a hat. A bat with a hat. Why not? He's cute. And then I think for Christmas Eve, it would be cute to mark the lights, maybe? Okay. And then for Christmas Day, you can have the opening the presents. What was the other thing I was going to mark this day? Oh, Stranger Things, of course. So I have my Carly Plans Friends Don't Buy sheets. And by the way, these are still in her shop. So if you like these, you can still get them. I think, which one do I want to use? None of these in particular mean that much to me right now. I don't know. Let's do Friends Don't Lie. That's cute. And then Nothing These Days. This is for Flying Out. I did not pull a sticker for that. But I can use the, actually I have an airplane in the Michael sticker book that I can use. And then for actually getting there, I feel like I want a beach sticker, but also I don't have one in front of me. So, oh, and then I didn't pull anything for this. Let's just use the snow globe because these are really cute and I don't know how else I'll use them. So we'll just use it to decorate that. This is literally the only weekend plan we have here. This is so funny. Okay, so let me go find a vacation sticker of some sort and then we'll start wrapping this up. Okay, I found this Snowball and Chip beach day sticker where these two are just kind of like chilling on the beach, which I think is a big chunk of our plan for this trip. So that looks really cute. By the time you see this, we will probably have already returned just for security reasons. So keep that in mind. I think that's everything I want to mark so far. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my date squares in, write things in, and I'll come back. Although I do want to mark one more. You know what? No, I'm not going to mark the Stranger Things finale because I'm already marking the Christmas episodes. So yeah, put the date dots in and write everything in, and then I'll show you the final result. Alrighty, that is everything I know so far. As the month progresses, I'll of course add in plans and add in videos, and the date squares will follow once I actually have those days nailed down. On these really dark stickers, I did use my white jelly roll. This has lasted me a really long time. Like, it has not dried out. I've had this for years. The same thing with my gold metallic jelly roll. So yep, that worked really well for the dark stickers because there was no way the black ink was going to show up there. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Let me show you what is left of the kit so far. I do end up using almost the whole kit once the month is over, but let me show you where we're at this point. So I do still have all of the square boxes and only a few of these labels left. Have lots of little things and several full boxes because there were multiple days where there was a big thing happening that I would normally use a full box for, but there were like multiple things on the same day. Obviously, I'm going to toss this, and then I still have the functional sidebar as well. But yeah, let me know how your December went, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.